Hello my beautiful Bitterroots, welcome to my channel, and today I have my project polish finale for you guys. I'm super excited to show you guys all the polishes that I went through. Can we just take a moment? This is all the polish that I went through. This is painting my nails and toenails daily. This is what you can do. Majority of this is julep. And a lot of this is sandy texture polishes and julep and minis. So let's just go through this. So number one is Essence and Space Queen. Right here. This is completed. Julep in Queen Anne. Love this one. This was a sandy texture polish, and sandy texture polishes you can go through much faster. Ignore my nails. I did a peel off base coat. I painted my nails yesterday, and I've been digging through stuff. So with peel off base coat with sandy texture polishes, which is what I have on my nails right now, they start peeling and chipping. So that's what's happening, and I was so excited about filming that I did not paint my nails today. So this one was finished. Number three was number 7 in Coconut Ice, and I finished this baby off as well. Number 5 was Jessie's Girl in Blue Moon. I hated this one. This one was a matte polish. I loved the color, but it chipped in like the weirdest places. It would like chip like in the middle of your nail. And even on your toenails, like right in the smack dab in the middle of your toenail, it would chip. Weird. I did not like it. I loved the color. Would love to find a dupe for this color. This is in the color Blue Moon. Love the color, but just hated the formula of this. So, yeah. Number 6 is Zoya and Sasha. This one I did not finish, but I did get a nice dent in it. I don't know if you can see where I am at. I kind of lean sideways where you can see, hopefully see through the bottle. But I am right, well, if you look at the name Zoya, I am right at the top of the name. So that's how far I got in this bottle. I wasn't really focusing on this as much just because I had a lot of other reds I was using. So this one got ignored, but this one's going to be rolled over into 2018. Number 7 was, okay, this one was the Rainbow Honey and Neon Yoshimi. This one I moved over. I finished it, but I moved it over into my minis. So that's why the totals are different. Number 8 was the Julie G in this burgundy shade. So I finished this one. It did have a little bit in the bottom, but it started getting really gloopy, so I gave up on it. But this one I finished as well. So there was no name associated with this one, which is really weird. But that one was finished. Rainbow Honey Underwater World. That one was transferred over into my mini collection. Julep and Anna. Right here. And this one, there is still some polish in the bottom, but I don't know if you could see the brush. It was just jam-packed glitters is all it was in the bottom. So, and I couldn't get to the bottom of that, so I just gave up. I'm like, I'm not going to try to dig out all the rest of that, but that one was used up. Julep and Hartley, and this is the same thing. It was just jam-packed of glitter in the bottom, and I was not about to dig that out. So there was about this much left of just glitter, pure glitter in the bottom. And it wouldn't budge, no matter what I tried. So I gave up. Even though there's clearly something there, but yeah, I gave up. So, yeah. Julep and Cora, which is my favorite one. I'm going to buy this again. What and Why, oh no. Sally Hansen in Mermaid's Tail is a dupe, but you have to use 5 coats to get the same opacity as this one does in 2 coats. So this one has been completely used up. I missed this one. This one is a really thick jelly formula, very opaque. Love this one. Would totally repurchase this one. Love it, love it, love it. Julep and Flora. This one was a lovely one. This one still has a little bit of polish in the bottom as well, But the problem with this one is it got to the point where it just would not dry. So I gave up on trying to use up that last little bit of polish down in the bottom. This one was a semi-matte. It was like a soft focus matte. And it was so beautiful. I loved this one. I would totally repurchase this one. Even though in the very bottom, you know, it just would not dry. So you have that chunk in the bottom. So I just gave up on it. I wrote Mary Queen and it was supposed to be Mary Kay top and base coat. I finished this off. This one was not very good. Don't buy it. I used it up. Basically, I just gave my nails a break and just used this. That was the only way I can use it, because once you put polish over the top of it, it was no good. It made it chip. It would not let dry. It was just no good. So did not like that at all. Eek. Okay, Julep and Chatoya, which is right here, and I just finished this one off. This was one of my goals to finish off for next month, and I finished this one off. So there is a little bit in the bottom just because I couldn't get the rest of it out, and that's okay. It was just a silver glitter polish, and I love using the Sally Hansen big peel off base coat for these because it makes it easy to take off your nails. Like for here, I'm using OPI's Sandy Texture Polish, and I'm using the peel off base coat. See, I'm just peeling it right off. So it's nice and fun. So yeah. So anyway, that's what I do. It makes it so much easier to use. I love using glitter. It's a pain to get off. So Julep and Marley. Julep and Marley. Now this one is semi-matte top coat with matte glitters in it. Blue and black and white glitters in it. Finish this one off. Really nice. Julep and Ming, which is a jelly. I loved this one. This was my favorite julep jelly polish. Love this one. These ones get used up really fast. Like in between the spaces would be like 3 coats on my nails, and that would be 1 manicure would be the spaces. So these ones get used up pretty fast. I have another one that's being like, this one's a jelly, but you do 1 manicure and it barely moves. It's just a different type of jelly. It's not very thick like the other one. Julep and Aviva. This one's a very, very thick jelly as well, with a bunch of silver and purple glitters in it. And this one got used up very fast, very easy to use up. And I love their really thick jellies. Julep does a really good jelly formula. So, and I love their glitters in with it. So this one got used up very easily. Maybelline in the Blush. This was one of the ones that was a goal to finish up. That bottom black line was where I was at, and I just plopped it on and plopped it on. I did like 5 coats every manicure, did that with my toes. I was trying to use this sucker up as much as possible, and I finished it off. Whew, it was hard, but yes, finished it. Hallelujah, I'm done. So glad this one's done. This was my only Maybelline Color Show polish. So glad that I don't have it in my collection anymore. I'm done. Essence. This is my last Essence polish that I have in my collection. This is Turn the Lights On. I loved the color. I kept it in my collection for so long. I really love the formula, like the first half of the bottle, and then the second half of the bottle, I hate the formula. The formula changes and it's awful. Don't like it. So it just doesn't dry on your nails and it just rubs off. And 21, Vanique and Rhinestone Stiletto. This is a massive sized one, and this one got used up. This is a really, really, really thick sandy textured polish, and I don't know if it was originally that thick of a sandy textured polish or if it just dried out on me a little bit, but because it was super thick, I put 2 coats on, and I would make a huge dent on this. So I used up all of this, and I really loved it. It was a great sandy texture polish. It had great dimension. It's not like the OPI ones. The OPI ones have the best sandy texture polishes by far. But this one was a great one as well. So yeah, I finished this one up. This one was Rhinestone Stiletto. L'Oreal Two Dimensional. Here's another sandy texture polish. I was really into trying to get my sandy texture polishes used up because they're the easiest ones to use up, especially if you use the peel off base coats, because they're super easy to remove off your nails, and because they're so thick, you can use them up super duper duper fast. So if you want to see a lot of progress in your project polish and you want to see the polishes get used up, use jellies and use sandy texture polishes. Those are the ones that you will see go through your that you'll see use up the fastest. So that's a Z tip for you guys. Jellies and sandy texture polishes. Use those ones up and you will get through your polishes real fast. So I had 2 of these, and so I used up one, so I still have another one. So this one is L'Oreal in 2 dimensional, and I used this one up super fast. It took me 1, 2, 3 months to finish up. I was there when I started, and it took me 3 months to finish it all up. So yeah, this one, so beautiful. Purple, gold, and silver glitters. Great sandy texture polish. Julep and Jessica, which is this baby blue, and this one got used up as well. Another great polish. Dermalect and Opulence. Now this one is one that I did not finish, and this one I'm going to take a break on for a while. I want to use up a couple polishes, and then I'll roll it back in to my project polish for next year to try to finish up. So this is Dermalect in the color Opulence, and that blue line is where I finished. So I know I will finish it next year, but I'm just going to take a little bit of a break, and then I will roll it in later on. Probably next spring is when I'll roll it back in, but I just want to take a little bit of a break. Julep and Calla, which is right here. And I finished this one. There is some polish in the bottom. Again, it's just at the very bottom where it's a pain in the butt to get out of the bottle. And I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to fuss with it. I'm just going to give up with it. So, yes. This one is a really, really thick jelly formula with iridescent flakies. So it gets used up really quick. 2 coats. And yeah, 2 coats and that much progress is what you're going to have on your nails. So it gets used up super quick. Again, jellies, sandy texture polishes, they'll get used up really fast. Then we have Julep and Carol, and I'm going to take a break from this one as well. I'll probably roll this one back in next fall. Blue line is where I'm at. So I did make some progress. It was brand new when I put it in the project, but yeah. This one is a jelly, but it's a different type of jelly. So when you use it, it barely gets used. I put like 2 coats and it's barely has a dent. It's a very thin jelly. It's very strange in that. It's so it's not like your typical jelly. So it's just a very sheer polish. So I don't know. It's just weird, but I'm taking a break from that one. Julep and Trisha, and this one I am keeping in the project, and this one is like a November, like citrine type color, and they're just little flakies. So I am going to keep this in the project, so that black line is where I am starting. So I'm probably not going to get a whole lot of use out of this. Maybe a little bit here and there, but probably not until next fall is where you're going to see a lot of progress in it. But yeah. Okay, so Julep and Max. This one I did finish up. This one had black and white, all sorts of different shapes and sizes and, you know, glitters in it. And that one got finished up pretty fast. Julep and Sawyer. This one was a favorite fall shade. I could not get enough of this polish. I will definitely repurchase this one in the fall. again, this one was so beautiful. I loved it. This, I've never had a polish where I just wanted to put it on, remove it, and put it on again. I loved it that much. Loved it. Julep and Sawyer, highly recommend it. It's amazing. But I finished that one. And then my last two full-size polishes that I had in the project is Vinique and Vixen Pump, and that silver line is where I ended. And this one I'm going to put aside and not have in the project. And then I have Vinique in All the Rage, and that silver line is where I am stopping. Did not make much progress, and I'm stopping in that. So out of all of these, the 6 that I did not finish in the project. And that's pretty good. And look at all of this. Look at all of this. I finished all of these. I wonder how many are julep. 13. Finished 2 essence polishes, which are, what size are these? These are 0.27 milliliters, and these are 0.27 milliliters. So these essence polishes have the same as the julep. So I'll put those with the julep. This has 0.35. This has 0.35. This has 0.2. This has 0.23. This Maybelline has 0.23, which is less than a. The Maybelline has less than a julep. Everybody complains that julep is so small, but yet there's a lot of comparable ones out there. 0.39. The Jessie's Girl are 0.3s, 3 somethings. This one is 0.33s, the Boots. And then you have the big boy, which is this. And everybody compares julep to the big boys. But then you gotta remember that there's a lot of comparable sizes. So these two are all comparable sizes to julep. I only have 3 really big ones, and then all the other ones are very comparable to the size of julep. So I finished 22 full-size polishes. Granted, majority of them are julep-sized polishes, but that's okay. That's awesome. If you compare them to the big boys, to like a Sally Hansen, they're half the size of a Sally Hansen. So you still consider, let's just say I finished that many Sally Hansens, I still finished over 10 if you consider big ones. Zoya is 0.5. So yeah, anyway, that is it. Oh, this one was not in my project polish, but it did get finished. This is Sinful Colors in the color Vacation Time, which is just a nude shade. But this one got finished off as well. So there is the end of my project polish. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and stay tuned for my intro for my 2018 project polish. Bye.